Welcome, race fans. We are back this week with the SRA Gen 6 Series, the Sim Speed Chop Gen 6 Series here at Indianapolis. Going to be doing 65 laps here tonight. Right now, it looks like at the top of the leaderboard in practice here, Jake Nichols trying to get that point lead away from David Shutt. Man, I'll tell you, he has really been working at it very hard the last couple of weeks here. So, there's no other race on tonight, but folks, we got a couple of races coming up tomorrow night, the NORC Truck Series and the USRA Truck Series right here on MaxSpeedTV. So make sure you do tune in for that. And let's run down through the points here real quick before we look at the weather. David Shutt is still our points leader, but technically he's not, because he is tied there with Jake Nichols. Jake Nichols actually closed up that gap last week and took over, tying with him. Ben Nelson, third place, 50 points behind those guys. So he's got a lot of work to do because I think they only got a couple more races to go. I think 2 more races to go in after tonight in the regular season. He'll be locked in, no doubt, but, still he's got some work to do. Nate Trito in 4th, 51 points behind. Zoltan Hertzeg dropped a couple of positions. He's now in 5th. 56 points behind. Delonte Ballard in 6th place, 69 points back. Bobby Chaney in 7th, 76 points behind. Tyler Sifford in 8th, 80 points back. Bobby Zielinski 9th, 84 points behind. And Garrison Hogan rounds out the top 10, 91 points behind the leader, David Shutt. Jeff?
Yep, Bryce Senesac is in 11th place. He's 100 points back from the leader. We got Robert Burris in 12th. He's moved. He lost a position last week, but he has moved up some from where he started the season, but he's 104 points back, so he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to get up in that top 10. Brett Pincari is in 13th place. He's 124 points back. Aaron Cummings moved up 4 positions last week, Rudy. He's been having a pretty good run here these past couple of races, and he is 134 points back and tied with Nicholas Caressel. Sean Williams is in 16th place. He is 140 points back. Brad Bothwell is in 17th. He's 155 points back. Kyle Trudell is at 18th. He's 157 points back. We've got Ethan Kurtz in 19th. He's 159 points back. And rounding out your top 20 is Stephanie Lesson team. She is 164 points back. Maybe hopefully we'll see her come back after what happened there about a week or 2 ago. But if not, best of luck to her anyway, wherever she goes.
I know, that's kind of a shame. I hated to see her take off. All right, 65 laps here tonight, folks. That's about 195 miles. Tire window, about 40 to 50 laps. Fuel window, now these are guesstimates. I'm thinking around 42 to 46 laps, but I may be a little bit off on that because I'm thinking it might be more like 40. But they do have some short shoots here that they're not burning quite as much fuel. 60 mile an hour down pit road. But looking at the weather here tonight, air temperature 72 degrees. Track temperature right now, 101 degrees. So they got qualifying to go through yet, so that may heat up just a little more.
I think it will. I mean, we've seen the last couple of races, Rudy, to where the track hasn't been hot and slick like they like it over here. It's been kind of cold and, kind of grippy. But tonight it's kind of back up in that hot and slick range. And I have seen a few drivers losing a little bit coming off the corners. So I think maybe we might see some slick and sliding out there tonight with these guys. And it's probably the way they're going to like it, because it's right in their wheelhouse to where they can kind of drive these cars like a dirt track.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So, I got to thank Unleashed Graphics there. I finally got a graphic for Drea on the stream there. So thank you to Tyler sending me that earlier today. But announcement here, I guess Tyler's going to be the only one driving for the Somewhere Saloon, I guess. That's what he was telling me here earlier. So we're looking for stage lap number 25 here, folks. So on lap 25, they will throw a caution, and the stage winner, the first 10 get bonus points. So stage winner gets 10 bonus points, and 9 for second, 8 for third, and on down to 10th place gets 1. So the stage points is going to really matter here. A lot of guys are really battling for those stage points. When we come down to the 25th lap, I'm telling you, you're going to see some awesome racing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Well, I do have a special guest in the booth with us here, John Minyakin. Minyaka? Minyaka. I'll get that right, John. Sorry.
You were close there. Thanks for having me, Rudy.
He's going to kind of be guiding us through a little bit of what's going on in the back, let us know what's going on back there, and keep us apprised of any battles. So we'll try to give really good coverage here, hopefully. And hey, Chemo's in chat. Hey, Chemo, Skittles, Flo McNasty, Brandon. Boy, a lot of people in chat there. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video there, folks. And make sure you do subscribe if it's your first time here. Click that little bell next to the subscribe button if you don't mind. And you can check out our full schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com. And follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. All right, we're about 2 minutes away from qualifying. So, again, thank you all for joining us. Sit back, relax. We'll keep you apprised of everything that's going on the track. All right, folks, we're going to cut away to the national anthem. We'll be right back after that with qualifying underway.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back, folks. Qualifying is underway. A couple of times coming in here. It looks like Zoltan Herczeg at the top of the leaderboard. That's my buddy right there, man. I wish him the best of luck out there every single week. I know, but
Yep.
you know, you got guys that are just like, man, mind-blowing good out there. Jake Nichols, Ben Nelson, Femi Olat. Man, I'll tell you, these guys are just right on it every single week, you know. Freddie D in there tonight. I think he almost won the Xfinity race last night. Freddie D did. Almost, but almost don't count, right? Ariotti to the top of the leaderboard. And that's changing. Bobby Cheney, second? Whoa, nice lap. Oh, that didn't last long. It's still a good run. Fourth. That's pretty good. Nate Trito, second place. Tyler Ducharme, third. Femi Olat coming in fifth. And there's our points leader, one of our points leader, David Shutt, there in sixth place. I think he just turned in his first lap. Boy, Zoltan's getting bumped back quite a bit now. But that was probably his first lap. He'll be turning in a second one here soon. It is open qualifying. They do have 10 minutes of open qualifying here, folks, so they can keep going in, getting new cars, and coming back out and try to better that time.
Yeah.
Well, Zoltan back to the leaderboard, top of the leaderboard. Awesome. But we still have not seen Bobby Zielinski take a time. Ben Nelson is on the track. And Jake Nichols is on the track. So we still got some very fast guys to go through yet. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Zielinski at the top of the leaderboard. Although, you know, think about it, Jeff. He doesn't really qualify good sometimes. He just runs well, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You might see him qualify third, fifth, something like that. But come race time, look at
up there racing.
You bet.
And Zoltan, I botched that up. Zoltan Hertzeg back up to the top of the leaderboard here. He did bounce Ariotti back to second because Ariotti was at the top. We got Nate Trado in third, Tyler Ducharme fourth, and Bobby Cheney in fifth. Now that's one to watch out for. Well, he dropped to sixth now, but
yeah,
that's
Jake
one
Nichols.
to watch out for. Jake Nichols, yeah.
He just went the second on the board.
He did.
That was his first lap.
It was, yeah, and that says something. You know, if he could go out there and get that on his first lap, just wow. Ben Nelson hasn't put in a qualifying time yet, which is kind of weird, but we might see him here shortly, maybe put one in. But I have seen it before, Rudy, that he has not qualified in the past in some races, so we could see that in an instance tonight again. Maybe he might not qualify and just kind of start wherever iRacing puts him and see what he might be able to, you know, accomplish. But, I mean, with, you know... But I think I want to put an eye out on Bobby Cheney tonight. He's got 2 wins this season, and that is kind of saying something because in previous seasons he went winless, and now he comes over here this season and gets 2 wins. That's like phenomenal. I mean, he's having probably one of his best seasons he's had in like 4 or 5 seasons. So, I mean, if you kind of really take a look at that and kind of nitpick the things that he's accomplished this season from prior seasons, I think he would be a really good shot to maybe get a 3rd win here this season and maybe be a contender in that championship.
You bet. You bet. So, John, let me ask you, how much experience do you have here at Indianapolis? Have you raced much here?
To be honest, actually, I haven't been too involved with Indianapolis. It's funny because I broadcast a race yesterday and I had to buy the track, so that tells you how much I've raced here.
Oh, okay. I guess not. Well, it's kind of tricky. Now, this is something that I'm hoping that is going to change when we get the day-to-night transition. Turn 1. Let's talk about turn 1 just a little bit. that track or that corner is in the shade. So, and I'm going to tell you, I've seen a lot of guys go into that corner extra hard, and you know, it does start to get a little tight in that shade sometimes. And you know, if you're not right on top of the wheel when it gets tight like that, you can't hit that wall in the short chute. And when that happens, oh boy, it kicks you right to the middle, you know, the inside. And it's so different. Yeah, turn 1 is so different. Even though this track is symmetrical, turn 1 is different than turn 3, and turn 2 is different than turn 4, you know.
And vice versa, they're all different from one another. So,
yeah.
You know.
It kind of almost reminds me of Pocono. You know, matter of fact, I think there isn't one of these turns on Pocono.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I forget which one.
Turn 3 on Pocono is modeled after Milwaukee, and then turn 2 at Pocono, which is the tunnel turn, is one of the turns I think it's modeled after Indy.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't remember which turn it's modeled after.
Right.
If it's actually modeled after turn 2 or if it's turn 1. I'm not too sure. I just know that one's modeled after an Indianapolis turn. And then you got turn 1 is modeled after a turn at Trenton Speedway, which that was the egg-shaped or funny, weird, because it had that kink in the back stretch where you actually had to go right a little bit before you went back around.
Mm-hmm.
And turn 1's modeled after Trenton. And so turn 2, and then turn 3's Milwaukee. But the turns, which turn it's modeled after at each track, I'm not too sure.
Right.
But I just know the turns, you know, they're modeled after. I know what tracks they're modeled after. I just don't know what turn of the track it is. So.
Well, Jake Nichols does take over the top spot right now.
Yes,
bumping
he does.
Zoltan back to second, only 12 one-thousandths of a second off of that. So that's pretty close. And now we're looking at Bobby Zielinski. Bobby's clear back in 15th. And, you know, that's kind of, that's not really 100% characteristic of Bobby, but Bobby's, you know, he learns every time he goes out here on Indy, he's in a learning mode, you know, because you can go in one Indy race and it runs one way, and you can go in the next Indy race and it runs another way. So he's in a learning mode each and every one. So he's got 65 laps to learn this track and bring home the win. So,
but I did see another driver, Rudy, that did finally put in a qualifying time, and that was Ben Nelson. He's so far sixth quickest on the track.
But Nate Trito holding on to 4th place. Man, that's awesome. But Garrison Hogan's only 2 one-thousandths of a second off of him.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of the guys, I think they're pretty much done here. David Shutt, our points leader, one of our points leaders, back in 10th. He's got his work cut out for him, I think, to keep up with Jake Nichols here for the rest of this season. All right, we're going to step off of qualifying here. We're going to get everybody lined up on the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Once they get done here, takes iRacing now it depends on where people are on the track. Some people it lets people kind of finish their lap, sort of. There's Bobby Zielinski out there on the track, 15th. And he picked up 3 positions. He went up to 12th. And we still got quite a few guys that did not take a time here tonight. Brad Bothwell, Aaron Cummings, Nicholas Kressel, Sean Williams, Dwayne Culberson, Josh Robin, and Freddie D did not take times.
No, they did not.
All right, here we go. All right, MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Jake Nichols does take the pole with a 49.475. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. That was pretty awesome. On the outside of the front row will be Zoltan Herzog. In row 2, we got Ariotti in 3rd, Nate Trito starting 4th. In row 3, Garrison Hogan 5th, Ben Nelson starting from the 6th position. In row 4, Tyler Ducharme and Bobby Cheney, 7th and 8th. In row 5, in 9th is Robert Burris, and 10th, David Shutt. Yeah.
Tim Yolat will start 11th tonight. Zielinski alongside of him starting in 12th. Chuck Sweeting will start 13th. Tyler Sifford in 14th. Dawson Ballard will start 15th. Brett Pincari will start 16th. Bryce Sinasak in 17th. James Coolbally will start 18th. Cameron Ledford in 19th. And Sean Williams will round out the top 20. First one to not take qualifying time starting in 21st is Freddie De La Rosa. Nicholas Caressa will start 22nd. Dwayne Culberson will start 23rd. Josh Robin 24th. Brad Bothwell will start 25th. And rounding out the field in 26th is Aaron Cummings.
He's always starting last. Why is
Hey,
that?
But he's had some good finishes, so maybe he'll have another good finish here tonight.
I know. I like to pick on him. Well, I don't know. That's not the usual paint job that Jake Nichols runs, so I'm going to refresh Trading Paints here one more time just for the heck of it, because that's an all black one. It looks like Dale Earnhardt's Goodwrench car. Maybe that's it. He just put Sim Speed Shop on there instead of Goodwrench. That's it. Alright, rolling out. 2.5 miles around here. And we were talking about this before the race, how long it takes to go around here on a pace lap if they get under caution. For some reason, this 2.5 mile track is just, wow, it's a killer. It's like over 2 minutes to go around here. So let's hope we don't see a lot of cautions here tonight.
Exactly, yeah. I kind of have before we get started here, a little bit of interesting information I've seen on the, release notes for the new build tomorrow. The thing here says the settings panel now has a button to sign out your authenticated connection, plus all other inactive connections, whether Remember Me has been selected or not. Is that a possibility to a hint towards that if a driver leaves a room, that his connection will also be taken out and that spot will be granted to another driver if they want to get in, so there won't be no more problem with that?
That could be. That kind of makes sense, don't it?
Yes.
That would be really cool.
I think this build has a lot of positives in it.
If that's where they're headed with that would be really...
that kind of intrigues me on what that's saying. I mean, it kind of confuses me at what that means, and at the same time, I'm kind of, putting that through my brain and kind of like, trying to filter out what does that actually mean? What are they saying here? But I'm still kind of confused with their wording on it. It doesn't kind of make sense with the words they chose. So I'm kind of like, have to wait and see, I guess. Yep.
I think we're going to be surprised by a lot of things come tomorrow.
I think we are.
All right, folks, here we go. Pace car just about ready to head to pit road. We're going to get them underway here. Looking for lap 25 for the first stage. Pace car's in. Long ways down to the start. And there's a green. We're underway here tonight at Indianapolis, folks.
The Brickyard.
Yes, the Brickyard.
And they're already trying to go 3 wide, turn one.
Oh my gosh, already?
Looks like Ariani dove down and tried to take it 3 wide with Jake Nichols and Zoltan Herczeg, but it didn't really pan out too well, and he had to back out of it.
And Zoltan gets by on the outside, so he'll hold on to second right now, but Nate Trito and Ariati trying to sort that out. Ben Nelson sitting in 5th. Trying to keep up with all these guys because, man, I'm telling you, they are. And, one thing I wanted to mention before we go too far here, if we do see a little bit of stuttering in here, I'm going to say it's probably iRacing in the background getting ready for tomorrow's build. So it's not our equipment. It's nothing going on here. I mean, everything's looking great here. It's just that they're probably doing something on the servers in the background getting ready for tomorrow. All right, Ben Nelson to the inside of Ariati looking to get 4th place. John, you're awful quiet back there. What's going on? John, is he here?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
here?
apologize. I just had a couple technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
I'm just getting set up here.
Oh, okay. Tyler Ducharme into 6th place now, picking up 1 position. The guy on the outside there, Garrison Hogan, kind of getting shuffled back about 4 positions already. Here comes Bobby Zielinski, already working his way into 10th and about to pick up 9th from Garrison Hogan going into turn 1.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of great racing back here in the back right now, but the front leaders have kind of got spread out a little bit. But Zoltan Herczeg's keeping the heat on Jake Nichols.
He sure is, and we've been seeing that the last couple of weeks. Oh, man, almost got into the wall right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good battle going on between those two right now, and I know Zoltan would love nothing more than to get up there and at least lead a lap and get a bonus point to help him out. He is 5 points behind Nate Trito right now coming into tonight, and Nate's running right behind him in 3rd.
Kind of want to showcase something here a little bit. If we could take a look at his car, Rudy, I've kind of noticed, I thought he was running a Dale Earnhardt paint job. Well, he kind of technically is, but it's got a little bit of a twist to it. Take a look at Jake Nichols' car, and you can see that it looks like Dale Earnhardt, but it doesn't say GM Goodwrench. It says Sim Speed Shop.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, it is cool, though, yeah. I don't know. But, yeah, it is cool. It is cool. He just took the GM Goodwrench off there and put Sim Speed Shop on there. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Oh, Zoltan's looking.
Yeah, he's taking a look.
Yeah, I don't think it was kind of to his liking, so he kind of just backed off. And I think if he kind of just keeps hitting his marks and kind of just keeps, watching what Jake does and, make sure he doesn't make any mistakes to get it at the right time, he might have an opportunity to pass.
Well, I've talked to Zoltan before about this. We interviewed him, and he said that he has learned a lot running behind Jake Nichols, Bobby Zielinski, and the likes, and there he goes. He just went right on by and took over the lead. But here comes Jake Nichols taking a look back. He's trying to cross over, and coming out of turn 2, I don't know what's going to happen here because Zoltan was a little loose coming out of 2 the last time. And right now, Zoltan's still got the lead. It's a drag race down the backstretch here, though, and Zoltan will win out on that drag race.
Yes, he will.
He's going to have to protect that bottom a little more. If he leaves that bottom open, you can bet Jake's going to slip in there and take it away from him.
Yep.
Jake does not want Zoltan to lead a lap for whatever reason, but Zoltan still got it right now down the front stretch. And Nate Trito closed in, and Zoltan will lead a lap, his first lap of the race, and collect a valuable bonus point. And we know Ben Nelson's sitting there saving tires right now, so what do you think's going on there, Jeff?
Yeah, kind of hard to tell at this point, this early in the race. I mean, I think you're right about him doing that, but I mean, it's a good thing for him to do it at this point in time. But
sure,
it's still kind of a guessing game on how it's going to work out.
Yep, Ariotti started 3rd place, already back to 5th. And looking at where Zielinski's at now, he did get that 9th place, but Robert Burris also got by Garrison Hogan too, and he's back into the 10th place now. They kind of drifted back there in the start, and they're all getting pretty single file back here, all the way back through. Femi Olat, actually, Femi lost 3 positions since the start of the race. What the heck? That's not usual for him.
No, it's not at all.
Interesting. Bryce Senesac. And we got a yellow. Who is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Robin going around. Let's go see what happened here to Josh. Looks like there may have been some contact there, guys. Not sure who that was. Like Nicholas Kressel beside Josh Robin here right now, and right behind them is Sean Williams. And now they go into turn 1. And Josh just gets into the outside wall, and it kicks him clear to the inside wall. That's one thing about this track. It's a self-cleaner, man, I'm telling you. Oh, and Josh is tore up bad. He is really tore up. And he's still sitting there. He has not got out of the car yet.
No.
Well, Zoltan in the lead, man. This is great. Love it. So pit stops in order here because tires are such a premium here. John, did you get your stuff working okay?
Yeah, one of the things about this track I find is, we saw it a couple times when they were battling for the lead up front. Sometimes you just go a little too hard into the corners, when you're racing nice and hard, and you just get a little bit tight, and you can lose a lot of time that way.
And that's what we've been seeing here, but you got to watch out for that crossover. If you see Zoltan was leaving that bottom open, and Jake was sticking the nose right in there and going. So yeah, they are all coming to pit road. I would definitely think that they would want to anyhow. So as they all come down pit road, nobody's staying out. Doesn't look like, tires are going to be at a premium here tonight, no doubt. This track really likes to eat up tires. And it's that flat surface, that flat racing surface. The guys are really putting a lot of wheel into it, and it's really going to make them use a lot more on their cars for pits or for racing out there. So, all right, let's see who's going to make it off pit road first. And Zoltan's never been great coming off of pit road, but by gosh, he got out first, didn't he? Look at that.
Yeah.
Whoa, nice. Nice pit stop. But Brad Bothwell did stay out. Yeah, he must have missed his pit stall completely. I'm going to say he must have missed his pit stall. But, all right, who's going to be our first victim here, Jeff?
Well, how about... I'll let you talk to your old buddy Zoltan. How's that sound?
Oh, all right. Zoltan Herkzeg, you got a copy?
Yeah, but what's up?
Well, man, it didn't take long for you to work over Jake Nichols' back bumper there and get that lead away from him. How's the car feeling out there right now?
It's feeling pretty good. It's a little tight, and then this wants to snap on exit, so you got to try to get the wheel straight as much as possible on a corner exit. But
right.
It's pretty fun to drive.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, we've been watching. I think you lost a position or something last week, but you're on the makeup trail here tonight, trying to get that position back. You've got yourself locked in so far in the chase. We still got 3 more races to go here before, or a couple more races, 2 more races after tonight. Yeah, 2 more races after tonight in the regular season before we go down. So, what is your plan? I'd really like. I'd like to see you make it in, but I'm sure your plan is to make it into the chase, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I've been trying to make every race, but stuff comes up.
Yep.
So I just gotta hunker down and try to get as many points as I can the next couple weeks.
Well, if you're going to try to get the most laps led here tonight, or maybe possibly win the stage, I'll tell you what, you got some hungry guys behind you that want that stage win and want them stage points. So we were watching you race there a little bit, Zoltan, and you kind of left that bottom open for Jake to get in there. Is there anything you can do to maybe back up the corner a little more and keep it down on the bottom so he can't get that bottom advantage?
Yeah, that's exactly what I got to do. I got to slow it down a little bit more. I drove it a little too hard into the corner. I just couldn't make the bottom at all.
Okay.
And, but once I started doing that, I was able to try to keep it ahead of him. I just got to see what he has on the long run, because he's definitely going to be hard to beat.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's on the trail here to try to bring home this championship this season. Ben Nelson beat him pretty bad the last few seasons, so he wants this championship bad. So all right, well, we'll let you go back to it, Zoltan. Good luck out there for the rest of the race, brother.
I appreciate it, Rudy.
Yes, sir. All right, well, Brad Bothwell does stay out, guys. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, so we better watch for wheel spin. They had like 8 laps on them tires, and I'd definitely be looking out for tire spin. Oh, he's gonna Is he coming into pit road now? He's going to get a penalty, I think, for that, won't he? Start at the back of the field, but little penalty.
Yeah, he is coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rudy, I noticed too, as a driver, it's there's a lot of pressure on you, especially when you're leading a race, to have a really great pit stop. Zoltan was 14 seconds flat. He had the best pit stop and he maintained his position, which is awesome for him.
Yes, it is. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you right now, Ben Nelson, there ain't hardly a guy out there that's any better at pit stops than Ben Nelson. Man, he is just phenomenal at pit stops. Well, it looks like Zoltan's opted to start on the outside, and I don't know if that's a good... Well, I guess that would be a good call here, I guess. I mean, I guess it's a horse apiece here, but Nate Trito, if Nate Trito gets a good start right along with him, I don't know. He could have difficulty clearing him going into turn 1, Jeff.
Yeah, he could.
Well, we're about to find out how this restart's going to go, so get him going, Jeff.
Yep, we'll do.
Hey, David. Becky, John, how's everybody doing in chat there? All right, pace car heads down pit road, and Zoltan Herzeg on the loud pedal. Oh, Jeff must have disappeared.
Yeah, sorry, I did there for a minute. I was trying to get it fixed up, but I think I'm fine now.
Okay. And, Zoltan catches that apron. Man, that is not a place you want to catch the apron right there.
No, it's not, no.
Oh, my gosh.
Especially right there in turn 2 where that little rumble strip is. If you catch that, that's even worse. And
he's trying to break the draft here.
Yes, he is.
And, man, look at that pull away. He just got on Nate Trito. Side by side. Look at David Shutt coming up through the field. They're coming from 10th.
That's a great opportunity and move for him to be having a great race in this part of the run coming up through here. We know David Shutt always gives his best, even though no matter what portion of the race it's in, and he's doing it right here. Oh man, the 19 car Ariati about got into him. Man, these guys are going nuts down the straightaway.
Man, a little early for that aggressive racing, ain't it? I mean,
a little too early.
Yeah, we still got 12 laps to go, 13 laps to go before the stage. So these guys have really got Ariati might have scared him a little bit. He might have to go. He might have to go change his drawers on that one. I'm not sure.
He might have to.
Yeah, Tyler Ducharme in 7th. Bobby Zielinski now 8th place. He did get around Bobby Cheney on that pit stop, though. Bobby now back to 9th. But Bobby's having a good run. I got to say, man, he's having a solid run here tonight. Zoltan with about a 0.2 of a second lead over Nate Trito. Jake Nichols sitting back here scratching his head going, man, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
But he had 0.8 of a second slower pit stop than Zoltan did. And 0.3 of a second slower than Nate Trito. So that's how Nate got out ahead of him. Just 0.3 of a second.
Yeah.
Down the backstretch. Good drag race going on. And we'll just check in here with Ben Nelson. You can see him riding behind Jake Nichols. Shutt not far behind here in 5th place. And he's still dealing with Ariati back there. Ari's trying to hang on to 6th. And Tyler Ducharme with Bobby Zielinski in tow. Man. And everybody's back single file again. Everybody's back single file. Don't see anybody really trying to cut it up through here. Chuck Sweeting, right where he started. Freddie D now working from 21st up to 14th. One of the biggest movers out there right now.
Yeah.
Bryce Senesac taking a look to the inside of him going into turn 3, I believe that is. I kind of lose track of the turns here when you're watching.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, there's sometimes that, you know, they're coming off turn 2 and you think they're coming off turn 4 and you can see, well, wait, nope, there's no grandstands there. So it's,
Yep.
But I know turn 2 pretty well because of that little building that sets off over there. It's like a little VIP suite.
Yep.
That's always what helps me, you know, remember it's, you know, it's
Oh, we got a new leader. Sorry.
Yes, we do.
Nate Trito, and he led that lap.
Yeah. Wow. Where'd he
Wow.
come from? I didn't even see that. I missed that.
Me too. How did we miss that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good night.
Man,
Holy
Nate
smoke.
putting on the pressure here.
I'm
now, pumping it up a
telling
little
you.
bit. I think this is the first. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time this season I've seen Nate lead some laps.
Well, you know, you gotta think about one thing, and this is what I think about a lot. You know, when guys are out here racing, there's some guys that they have their favorite track that they are really, really
Yes.
good at. You know, huh? What?
What?
What'd you say?
No, when you was talking
Oh.
about that, I was just agreeing with you and said,
Yeah. Well, Zoltan's closed the gap back up on him, but yeah, and you know, and then other guys, you know, maybe Indianapolis is just not their favorite track, so they're not going to be as good at it.
Ooh.
Oh, Cheney!
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow, whoa, what happened there?
I'll run back and take a look for you, but it looks like he might have clipped the wall a little bit there coming off turn 2, but might not be so sure on that.
Yeah,
but I'll go back and take a look.
I think that was one of them deals like Zoltan was talking about. The car wants to step out on exit,
Yeah.
and he just got back in the throttle a little bit too quick. So I'll bet you there's another one that's going to have to check their drawers right there, Bobby Cheney. That would have been a scary ride.
Yeah, I just went back and looked at it. He would have been an inch away. He was just an inch away from the wall. I mean, you could put a slip of paper right through there, but I think what it was is you were right. He just got back on that gas pedal too early, and it got that car loose.
Sure. All right, let's go back in the field. Now, Josh Robin, he is still sitting on pit road.
Yeah.
That's a shame for him.
Yeah.
But let's go back and check on Brad Bothwell. Now, Brad did stay out and led a lap and come back in pit road there. I think he got a penalty, had to start at the end of the longest line, is usually the penalty for pitting after pits are closed. And so he's back in 22nd now. James Coulibaly 23rd, Cameron Ledford 24th, and my son Aaron Cummings way back in 25th. He hates this track with a passion, but we got a change for the lead again. Zoltan back in the lead, and Jake Nichols cleared Nate Trito too. Nate feels good though. He got out there and led some laps. And still side by side is Ben Nelson and David Shutt. Well,
Back in 10th place, Rudy, you can see Robert Barris and Bobby Cheney. Robert Barris is just trying to catch up on Bobby Cheney there to give himself a little bit of a cushion in case Freddie De La Rosa does catch him for those stage points.
Yeah, I mean, we can see Freddie's really trying back here to catch up to Robert, but yeah, I just don't know if it.
yeah.
I mean, he can. Yeah, I just don't know if there's enough time. I mean, it looks like the way they're spread out right now, they're not really gaining much on one another. So.
Well, guys, we're only 6 laps away from the stage.
Yep.
So, and Zoltan wanting those stage points, boy, 10 bonus points would really help him out a ton right now. It would really help him out. That would boost him right up there, back up in the points again. And it's not what Ben Nelson wants to see. Jake Nichols looking to the inside, and he left that bottom open again. And I think Jake, no, Zoltan's coming back. Zoltan will lead that lap, and Jake's going to have to fall in behind him. I'll tell you what, man, this is some good racing up here. These front, five have pulled away. And then, of course, we got Ariotti, Bobby Zielinski, and Tyler Ducharme going at it here. Zielinski gets by Tyler Ducharme, goes into 7th.
Yeah, not too far behind that. Freddie De La Rosa has closed his gap to just about a 10th here. He's looking for those stage points.
Yes, he is. He wants inside that top 10. And Freddie's not in the top 20 in points, but he would sure like he always wants a top 10 in the stage, you know. I mean, that's kind of like a goal that you have out there as a driver to try to get into that top 10 in points, you know.
Of course, and every position matters for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And we got somebody coming on pit road. Who's that? Nicholas Carresso coming down pit road.
Nicholas Carresso.
Oh, you know what he's doing.
Yeah.
They have a rule here that when it comes to 3 to go, they cannot come to pit road. All right. Well, they're just outside the 3 to go. We're at 4 to go right now.
He's playing an advantage game here. He's going to try to see if he can get back out there and be in the lead when yeah. So yeah, we all know what he's doing.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's what he's doing. One of the few drivers out there that you'll probably see do that. All right, 3 to go at the line for the first stage.
Yep, and I see it looks like Jake Nichols is closing the gap a little bit on Zoltan, so we'll have to see this battle here heating up.
Now, Zoltan, I'm telling you, Zoltan needs to keep that car on the bottom if he can.
Yep.
You know, I know it's difficult. You know, he said he's maybe going into the corners a little too tight, you know, or pushing it just a little bit too hard. And there goes Jake looking to the inside again, and you can hear, I can hear Zoltan scrubbing tires going up the hill a little bit.
That's
Short
not helping
shoot's
him,
gonna,
that's
yep.
hurting him.
Short shoot's gonna get him right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, him scrubbing the tires,
man.
pulling them like, oh man, what is that right there? Wow. And there goes, I don't think that's going to count. Tyler Ducharme's heading to pit road.
No, I don't know. He might have waited one lap too many. I don't think he can do that.
I don't think he can either. Yeah. Man, this battle up here is heating up. We got Ben Nelson side by side with David Shutt.
Yes, sir. Trying to get one extra bonus point out of this. They're going to have 1 to go. 1 more to go when they come to the line, folks, for the stage caution. And I'm telling you, you can't hardly get a whole lot closer than Jake Nichols is right now.
No.
And I know Zoltan's just trying to run his line, but he's leaving that bottom open again.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't do that.
But he's getting the runs off the outside to hold off Jake.
Yeah. I mean,
look at that.
Doing it, yeah, I know, but I'm just afraid if he doesn't get here, there might be a possibility Jake might kind of catch on to what he's doing, kind of catch him off guard and get around him.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
And again, I don't know.
Right.
Jake just might let his guard down as he did fall off the pace a little bit.
Yep. All right, this is it right here for all the marbles. This is it. Zoltan, Jake Nichols, Nate Trito. Boy, and Jake got extremely loose coming off a 2 right there.
Yeah.
But he's looking at it. He's looking on the inside of Zoltan.
He knows if Zoltan don't hit his marks right again this time and start squealing those tires more, he's going to get him.
Well, we've seen Zoltan win the stages before, but boy, after that, it just seemed like everything fell apart on him.
Yeah, right there you can see Nichols.
And he got it.
He made the pass.
He made it. So Jake Nichols going to come home with the stage win here. Congratulations to Jake Nichols.
Yeah, I think Zoltan just burned his tires off way too much.
Yep.
He just couldn't hold him off.
All right, there it is. Stage winner, Jake Nichols. Congratulations to him. Wow, we will get him up here in just a minute, folks, and talk to him. We got plenty of time, so we could go ahead and knock that out right now, Jeff. If you want to talk to him, go for it.
Sure. Okay. See where he's at here. Everybody in TeamSpeak, and they're all in different rooms, and you got to find them. It's kind of like, where's Waldo? Okay, there's Jake Nichols. I got to remember what room he's in. Okay. Jake Nichols, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, congratulations. You are our stage winner here this evening at Indianapolis. Brickyard, tell us how it feels. Man, that was one excellent battle you had there, Zoltan, but it looks like he just burned up his tires a little too much there.
Yeah, we're just trying to pressure him, rattle his cage a little bit. We got called DEI, our group, so we've been running we wanted to run the DEI cars tonight, and gotta have Dale Earnhardt if we're gonna do DEI, you know, and just trying to rattle his cage, and it worked. I'm shocked that worked, honestly. It's so hard to pass, especially once you get on older tires. You really got to have them make a mistake, and that's all I was trying to do is pressure him and just not stop pressuring him, and it worked out. We got a big run out of turn 2, but that was lots of fun there. That battle with Zoltan and Nate there up front.
Yeah, it was awesome watching it up here in the booth. I tell you that. That was just a phenomenal job between the three of you guys to, kind of just put a race on with that, aspect of racing. But I mean, yeah, it looked like, Zoltan was, going to keep it up there, but he just burned his tires up a little too much, and you was there to pounce on it, and you got it. So, but tell us how so far track conditions are out there and what it feels like.
It's definitely interesting. It feels tight, but it's also loose. It's like a push loose where if you're just trying to get so much out of it, entry to center, since it's so tight there, you really start getting loose. And as that long run went on, we were all wheeling off the corner. Like, you got to use so much throttle to try to get a big run off the corner, especially with such long straightaways, that you just overcook it a little bit and you're going to lose so much momentum. But it was lots of fun there. I think it could get better. It could get worse. I can't really tell. I kind of felt like it got tighter there, but at the same time, we got so loose on the long run. It's going to be hard to tell, but either way, it should be a good race here.
Awesome. All right. Well, congratulations on winning your stage tonight, Jake, and thanks for talking with us. Good luck in the rest of the race.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Jake. Yeah, Jake lost 4 positions on that pit stop. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of racing laps to go, so I think he can rebound from that.
Yeah, probably. My guess. But Tyler will, if he stays out this time, it looks like he's going to stay out. He's going to lead this lap. And Brett's going to stay out too. Okay, Brett. I think Brett was one of the ones that pitted a little early. Yeah, we missed his pit stop.
Okay, yeah, I never did see him going down pit road.
Right. Koulibaly, he'll be third. So now I think pit's closed right now.
Yeah,
Ben Nelson. Wow, what a pit stop for Ben Nelson. That's the best pit stop of the day right there. I'm telling you. For him to come in, he was 4th coming in, and he come out first. First one off a pit road.
But I don't know. Tyler Ducharme's pit there might have been not voided. I mean, because he's still leading this race. They haven't. I don't think they've pushed him to the back if it was penalties. So I think he might have been okay. Yeah,
he might have been. I'm not sure. I don't remember what lap or what. I don't remember all that stuff. I can't keep track of every single league out there.
Well, I know with real NASCAR rules doing stages, it's the final 2 laps pit road closes. Yeah. So I'm not sure how SRA does it, but it looks like maybe Tyler Ducharme wasn't in the wrong there with his pit stop strategy. So it's helped him out tremendously because he's in the lead right now.
Very good, very good. Hey, life's good right now. I got my cup of coffee. My wife went and got me a cup of coffee. Life's good right now. All right. Well, we do have the Somewhere Saloon car in there. I did want to kind of give Tyler a shout out here, running the Somewhere Saloon car from Kansas City, Colorado. So shout out to everybody there if they're tuning in tonight. Have one on me. It's always 5 o'clock there. So, hey, man, I'm telling you, tune in there for the Somewhere Saloon car, painted by Drea Lopez there from Unleashed Graphics, which there's their little logo there that Tyler sent me today down there at the bottom right hand of the screen. I know you couldn't see it that well, but I didn't want to make it too big and take up a whole big area of the screen. But Tyler Sifford running in 12th now. I guess I could make that just a tiny bit bigger, huh? Yeah, there we go. We could make it a little bigger. Sorry about that. Maybe where you can read it. But that's from Unleashed Graphics. So... Yep, nice looking car. Well, the lights are out on the pace car, Jeff, and I'll get them going this time here. They've got, let's see, we're going to have, 35 to go when they get the green. 35 to go.
Pretty quick race for these guys here at Indianapolis tonight.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that first stage went really quick.
Yeah, they started only about 30 minutes ago. So, yeah, it took about 30 minutes through the first stage. So, if it took them 30 minutes to get the, it's only taken at least another 40 to finish this race.
We only had one caution, technically, besides the stage caution. You really can't count that. And we've had 7 lead changes in the race so far. All right. Yeah, it's not quite as dreadful going around here under caution now as it used to be. I think pace speed used to be 65. Now they've upped it to 70. So it's a little bit better.
Pace car speed 75.
Oh, is it 75? Okay,
yeah.
My bad. Okay, my bad. All right, pace car's just about ready to head to pit road, and Tyler's laying way back on this restart. He may be going to go right on the pace car. Our pace car's in. Oh, a little tire spin there. Might have been a little bump from Ben Nelson, too. And we're back under green here at Indianapolis tonight for the SimSpeedShop.com Gen 6 series here at SRA. Ben Nelson third. And I'm telling you, Brett Poncari's doing a decent job of holding him back there, but not for long. Yeah, you can see there's what the difference in the tires are right there. We're going to have 3 guys get by Brett Poncari.
Yep.
But if Tyler, once they get to Tyler, I don't know if he'll be able to hold them off or not. I guess we'll find out when they get there.
Yep.
Jake Nichols to the inside of Zoltan, and he does get that position. So Jake might not have had a good pit stop, but he's making up ground here on the track right now. Nate Trito, 5th place. Led 3 laps earlier. He's got to be feeling really proud of himself. David Shutt, Freddie D, side by side. David Shutt's going to come out on top of that. And Bobby Zielinski still riding in 8th place. We haven't seen Bobby make the move to the front yet.
No, which is kind of shocking.
Yeah. And he's side by side with Ariotti.
Yep.
Those 2 racing it up pretty hard.
We've got a battle for the lead.
Yes, sir.
Ben Nelson.
This ought to be good. Tyler on a little bit older tires, only maybe 3 or 4 laps. But I'll tell you, that's just enough to make a difference. Ben Nelson to the lead. He clears Tyler, and Jake coming right along with him. Zoltan sitting there. He's going to be the next one to try to get around Tyler. Good run down the front stretch by Tyler. And Jake Nichols does clear him. Tyler drops it right down into the pocket there to ride behind Jake, trying to hold Zoltan back. He knows Zoltan's pretty fast today. Oh, man, that was close. That was David Shutt. Boy, he got a little squirrely coming off of turn 2. Nate Trito to the inside of Zoltan. Zoltan keeps driving it in there too hard and opening up that bottom, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he is so good at exits. He comes right back.
Oh, of course.
And here he comes. He's trying to go to the inside here of Tyler Ducharme now. And that's going to bring, he's going to bring Nate Trito. Oh, what? Tyler doing blocking? What?
Yeah.
Why is he blocking? He's not very fast. Why is he blocking? I mean, he's fast enough. Don't get me wrong, he's fast enough. But that let Nate Trito get to the inside of Zoltan Herzeg now. I mean, he's fast enough to stay ahead of them guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not, but you know, he's got them older tires on that car. And boy, he's not in any position to be doing any blocking right now. But he's still holding on to 3rd place. Freddie D up to 7th. And he's come from all the way back in 21st position today, folks. Man, that's an amazing run. But Ben Nelson collecting bonus points. He's got those out of the way now. He's feeling a little bit better. He comes into tonight 50 points behind David Shutt and Jake Nichols. 50 points. That's a lot of points to make up.
That is.
But, you know, as long as he stays in 3rd, he's going to make it to the chase. And then the points all get reset to 0, so it doesn't really matter, right?
Nope.
Doesn't really matter. Tyler Ducharme still ahead of Zoltan and Shutt all over Zoltan.
Wow. Yeah.
Zoltan chasing him. Those two have had a history here. Telling you.
Oh, I he was going to try to take him 3 wide right there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he is taking him 3 wide, but Zoltan backed out.
Yeah, them David Shutt and Zoltan have had a history. I think it was last week or the week before. They tried that block and stuff, and it did not work out. Now Zoltan all over David Shutt again. And, they kind of got into it. And, you know, Zoltan kind of come back and, you know, retaliated a little bit. And I hate that for them guys when they take this stuff that serious. That, you know, I mean, that's kind of crazy. And look at Tyler. Tyler blocking the heck out of Zoltan. What the heck is up with that?
I don't know.
Wow, he's chasing him all over that track. Well, you know, Zoltan's gonna I'm sorry, it wasn't Zoltan and David Shutt, it was Zoltan and Tyler Ducharme that have the history. That was the ones that got into it, yeah. Now Zoltan's gonna lose that position to David Shutt. Yeah, it was last week, I think it was. Yeah. Tyler Ducharme and Zoltan Herzeg got into it.
Yeah.
Yep. So, but Tyler's doing a good job of holding these guys off, I'll tell you, but he's letting them other ones get away. Ben Nelson, Jake Nichols have checked out on the field, and Nate Trito not far behind.
Yeah, and you know what? With that amount of blocking, I find that if I'm the faster driver behind you and you're blocking me, especially with about 30 laps left to go, I might just, you know, give you a bump to let you know I am faster than you.
Yeah. Well, but Tyler knows that. He knows these guys are faster than him. He's on older tires, you know. He knows they're faster than him. He just doesn't want to lose that position in case the caution comes out, you know. There David Shutt will move him.
Yeah.
Shutt ain't afraid to move him. You betcha. You know, Shutt didn't get to be the points leader by just laying over and letting people go by him and people blocking him and holding him off. You know, he's got to be the points leader because he's, you know, if you're in his way and he's faster than you, he's going to move you. Zoltan to the inside of Shutt.
Oh, and he sends him out for a loop. Nice save, wow.
Yeah, that was a nice save by Tyler Ducharme. He was actually sideways in that car.
Yeah. Well, we've seen it, Rudy, most of the times when Tyler Ducharme is sideways. You know, he's a dirt tracker, so he can always save that car.
Oh, yeah, he is great in dirt cars.
especially to be sideways like that and maintain your position for the other half of the lap, that's pretty impressive for
Yep.
sure.
Oh yeah, he can do that most definitely. I've seen him do that countless amounts of times.
Well, I'm kind of surprised that Zoltan hasn't tried. Oh, I think he got into the back of Tyler right there. There he goes. Okay, Zoltan's going to pass him on the outside. Oh, Tyler just gets spun off the track. No caution, though, folks. No caution. It looked like Tyler got into the side of Zoltan. Zoltan was on the outside of him.
Yeah,
So,
that's unfortunate when you
Yeah.
stand into the wall and just touch it
Yep.
like that. No caution comes out and you have to start way back.
Yeah, I don't know if. Let me see if I can go back and catch this. They are going into the corner here. Let me see if I can catch this. Now, Zoltan was on the outside. I want to pause this to make sure I'm not going to miss this. Okay, this is where he comes up. He got real close to Tyler, but didn't hit him. Got him really loose, though. He goes to the outside, and it was a good clean pass on the outside. And Tyler comes over a little bit. It looks like Tyler's car got really tight, though, and did bounce off the Zoltan. And Tyler paid the price on that one, man. That was horrible. It was just a bad decision, I think, to try to run with these guys like that. But, yep, he paid the price on it. All right, back up front, Ben Nelson, Jake Nichols just checking out.
Yeah, absolutely. They've definitely secured a pretty comfortable gap as of now.
.1 seconds ahead of Nate Trito. Oh, there's another one out of the way. Was that David Shutt? Oh, Shutt, yeah. Wow, I think maybe him and Femi Olat may have had contact there or something. The guy got by, though, Delonte Ballard. Delonte dirt tracking it into the corner. And most of these guys, I think they're going to probably want to come to pit road, freshen up them tires before we get down to the end of this. I'm just going to say probably when we get down to about 18 to go, something like that, we're going to see guys probably diving on pit road to try to get some new rubber put on the car. Ben Nelson actually pulling away from Jake Nichols now.
Yeah, that last lap was about almost half a second better.
Yeah. Well, you ain't going to find a much better driver around, I'll tell you, than Ben Nelson. He does an amazing job every single week. He just, him and Jake Nichols, just amazing drivers. I wish I could drive just half as good as they can.
I'd even go with a quarter as good as they can myself.
Bobby Zielinski, 6th place for him. Picking up 6th position since the start of the race. And we always see it come down to it's always a battle between him and Freddie D. Freddie loves to race these guys, these pros. Bobby being a pro, you know, and Freddie loves to race these guys to show him he can keep up with them.
Yeah.
You know, same with Femi Olat. You know, Femi, he likes to race with them guys too. He likes to show them, hey, you think you got the stuff? I got the stuff here too. You know? But Shutt now clear back in 9th after that near miss, almost wrecking it. Almost piled it up. He got back around Ballard though. Sifford running in 11th. Chuck Sweeting in 12th. Bryce Senesac 13th. Garrison Hogan in 14th. And Bobby Chaney now all the way back into 15th. But I have a feeling we'll probably see Bobby. He'll get back up there when the time's right. But we're going to be coming to 20 to go here in the next 2 laps.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't listen in to see if, you know how Ben Nelson likes to save fuel and win races on fuel mileage?
Yep.
He's clutching it.
I figured so.
I think he is. Let me ride along with him here once. Yes, sir. He's clutching it. He is clutching it, folks. He's going to try to push it and make it. Listen to him when he goes into turn 1. He gets right out of the gas. He is clutching it. So let's ride along with Jake Nichols, see if Jake's doing it too.
Mm-hmm.
They're both going to try to make it on fuel here, folks. Oh, that is so awesome. How about Nate Trito? Nate's not saving fuel. Nope, he is not saving fuel. So, but Zoltan back into 4th. And Tyler Ducharme is sitting on pit road. Not sure. I don't think he got much damage or any damage on the car. He's just, I guess maybe he's just called it a day. Ariati with a solid run here today, but he does need to pick up another position or two, get back where he started from. And there they go. They're going to go by Nate Trito. Nate might have figured out. Is that Nate? Yeah. He might have figured out, hey, I'm not going to have enough fuel to make it here.
Yeah.
And Zoltan, I don't hear him lifting any either, so I don't know. These guys are not trying to save fuel back here. Bobby Zielinski way out around. And they got around Ariati. Man, I don't know. He had a close moment there coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, we saw Bobby just touch the left quarter panel and send him just a little bit squirrely there coming out of turn 2.
Ah, okay. Nate Trito, 4th place. This is getting pretty interesting up here now. Let's go back in the field here ways. Dwayne Culberson. We do have some guy. Tyler Sifford coming to pit road. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We got some pit takers. Anyhow, Dwayne Culberson, 15th position for Dwayne. Brad Bothwell in 16th. These guys will more than likely pit one more time. Nicholas Kressel, 17th. James Coulibaly, 18th. Sean Williams, 19th. And the last one right now on, well, not the last one on the lead lap, but Aaron Cummings in 20th. Robert Burris, 21st. And I think Robert may have pitted. Yes, he did. He pitted. So I'm wondering if, I think we're going to see, yeah, there we go. There we go. Zielinski coming into pit road. He is not going to chance it. Oh, shut, locking it down. Wow, did he lock it down? Holy smokes. Did you see that? He was everything but wrecking that car coming to pit road.
Oh, of course.
Wow, that was amazing driving by David Shutt. Well, let's see what Zielinski's going to do here. Is he going to do any tire changing? Right sides are going on. You know, Zielinski, he knows every trick in the book out here for this track. So, 4 tire change for Bobby Zielinski. David Shutt, same thing for David Shutt. He's doing a 4 tire change. Oh, wow, that was close, man. Good thing they ghosted through him. But Ballard out quicker than David Shutt.
Yeah.
Very nice.
More drivers breaking off for pit road. I
Yep.
see Freddie D.
Nate Trito staying out. Yeah, Freddie D coming to pit road.
Lat and
Ariati.
Ariati, yeah.
Yeah, Ariati's paint job kind of throws me off a little bit there. I'm not used to seeing him in that paint job.
Well, his car is also yellow like Femi's, so I kind of thought both of their cars were the same there for a minute, and I got confused who was who. So.
I have Femi in a gray one.
I've got Femi in a yellow one that says Dollar General on it.
Well, that's what I thought he was running last week or something, but I don't know. I'm showing him in a gray one this week. I'll restart trading paints for the 4th time. Let's just, because I know these guys work hard on their paint jobs, and it's very important that they get them, you know. But they get their paint jobs out there. But I'm looking at his car here. He's got something Coors Light on his paint on his car there. Yeah, he's running a Coors Light. That's kind of like one of the guys who used to race with us a long time ago used to run Coors Light all the time. All right, back up to the front. Ben Nelson coming up on the back here of Nicholas Kressel. Nicholas did get damage, and he's trying to just stay ahead of these guys. He is still on the lead lap, but he's borderline to go on a lap down. But Ben Nelson's still saving fuel. You think these guys are really going to try to make this?
Some of them might.
That'll be pretty wild if they can make it. You know, we've seen Ben Nelson do it so many times. Zoltan. I'm thinking Zoltan's saving a little fuel too. He might have started a little bit too late saving fuel though. Nate Trito, 4th place. Chuck Sweeting in 5th. Bobby Cheney, 6th place. Whether these guys now, some of these guys have made they short pitted it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby Cheney did. And it's those kind of little things that you can do out there on the track that, you know, kind of gives you that it's a difference in strategy, you know, and that little bit of difference can sometimes really make a big difference. Now, Cheney's running 10.5 seconds behind the leader, and actually he's still losing time to them, and they're clutching it. How's that?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, down the back stretch, Zoltan, Nate Trito. Nate way back here in 4th. Zoltan's still hanging on to 3rd place, but Jake Nichols is not letting Ben Nelson get away. If they come off the last corner and Ben Nelson's car even makes a burp, Jake Nichols is going to get by him. But, you know, they could both run out of fuel on the last lap, and we could see a total upset here. Wouldn't that be something?
Yes. Yeah, it would be.
Ben Nelson now leading the most laps here of anybody tonight, so he'll collect a bonus point for that. He's still clutching it.
Yeah, you can really hear these guys letting off super early and just making sure that they're saving their stuff.
Wow. Yeah, this is good stuff right now going on.
Yes, it is.
Well, just kind of makes you wonder if Jake's got anything for Ben. Is he kind of, I don't know. It's going to all come down to who's going to have the most fuel to make it, who's going to have the best tires to make it on the last lap. I really don't know. Nate Trito?
Yeah, I don't either.
Still hanging on to it. Chuck Sweeting in 5th. Some of these guys are pitted. Some have not pitted yet. Some saving fuel. Some not saving fuel. Some of them just going to take that jump, leap of faith, and hopefully they got enough fuel to make it. And I don't know. I don't even know what to think right now. Bobby Zielinski, 12th place. He pitted, took 4 tires.
Yeah, and I mean, between the two leaders, they're running virtually identical laps, so you can tell they're doing almost the exact same thing, and just hoping to... I mean, if in Jake's case, he's just hoping that he can get a mistake out of Ben and really maximize on that.
Well, Tyler, I hope you don't think that we were saying anything bad about you, because we weren't. So, Well, I know we weren't, so I don't have to even worry about it. But Chuck Sweeting, 5th place. This is good for him, man. This is really good. Bobby Cheney, and again, this comes down to what I was saying at the beginning of the race. Bobby Cheney, it seems like he's always got himself in that position at the end of the race. This season, he has done some surprising things, things that have been like not out of the normal that we've seen Bobby Cheney do in the past, and different strategies. Maybe he's got a spotter now, somebody that is helping him out, and that really does make a difference. Somebody that can make that call for you and kind of give you some pointers, that is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sean Williams almost breaking into the top 10.
You know what? By the end of these 10 laps, I feel like we're going to see a nice battle between Jake and Ben up front.
I think you're right. Yeah, and Jake's closed that gap up on Ben. Ben's got 25 laps led. And they're still, I don't know, it's kind of like who's clutching it the most here. This is weird. 9 laps to go, folks. We've had 1 caution here tonight. Plus the stage caution. I don't want to forget the stage caution, but that's kind of immaterial. That's a planned caution. Zoltan is way back off the pace, so he's back here trying to save fuel. The 88 getting by him there of Cameron Ledford. Cameron has made actually a couple extra pit stops, so he's not saving fuel. He's not saving tires. He's just flat out just going for it right now. James Coulibaly, he'll be coming up on Zoltan next. He's going to pass him. Coulibaly 1 lap down, first car lap down. So if a caution did come out, he would be back on the lead lap. But the way the laps are winding down here, I don't think we're going to see another caution here, guys.
I don't know.
I know if you're in Zoltan's position right now, you're hoping to just see one more caution coming. He's in position to maybe make something happen.
And he could. If those two would get together up in the front, Zoltan could capitalize on this. But I'm going to tell you what, that Nate Trito guy right behind him, he's reeled him in. He has reeled in Zoltan, and he may have figured out he's saved enough fuel. He doesn't need to save any more right now, and he's just going for it. It's let the chips fall where they may, right now.
Yeah.
Zoltan, I think is clutching it, but Nate is not. So, well, they're taking it pretty easy through the corners, but the leaders still clutching it. Oh, I can't believe this. And it's something that these guys can do this. They're thinking that far ahead because, you got to make a moment's decision based on the laps that are left, and they know from when they took the green flag that they need to start saving on such and such a lap, okay, to get this. And it all depended on how some of the other drivers pitted and how they're, where position they're at. Guys like Bobby Zielinski and Freddie D and these guys, Ariotti, Femi Olat.
Yep.
And they got to be really feeling the pressure now that Zoltan and Nate both stayed out with them. So, and now they're a long way back, 8.5 seconds back. So even if Ben and Jake ran out of fuel coming out of turn 4, they could probably still make it to the finish line on the last lap there before Zoltan and Nate would get to them. But if they have enough fuel, wouldn't it be something to see all of them run out of fuel and Chuck Sweeting take the win?
It would be nice to see, yeah.
Wouldn't that be something? It could happen. All right. Man, I'll tell you what, it's getting awful close here. Coming to 4 to go this time by. And, wow. It's been an interesting show here tonight, I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
I never thought I'd ever see a fuel mileage race at Indianapolis.
No.
This is unbelievable. Brett Pancari's coming down pit road. Looks like he's out of fuel. Go ahead.
Sorry about that, Rudy. What I was going to say is just touching base on the fuel mileage race, like you were talking about the two top drivers here, Benjamin and Jake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just shows what kind of level they're at if you can really plan that ahead. And I would never think about doing that something like this myself, for sure.
Yeah, to be thinking that far ahead. But, these guys have ran every scenario through their heads, and they've been in situations similar to this so many times. And they know what they got to do to make the outcome be in their favor, And, so, I mean, my hat's off to them to be thinking about that, plus thinking about winning the race here, points. There's so much for these drivers to think about out there. I don't know, man. I guess that's young minds. I can't think about all that stuff. It'll hurt me. Hertzeg, Nate Trito, Chuck Sweeting closing in on them. Going to be a 3-car battle there for the finish. I think that's going to eventually happen. Bobby Zielinski, 16 seconds behind the leader, so it's not going to be a winning day here unless something happens up in the front and these guys run out of fuel.
Yep.
Yeah, this is really something to watch for sure.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the championship race last year between Kyle Busch and Martin Truex. Just trailing behind, hoping that you can see one mistake or.
And neither one of them, I mean, they're both still saving fuel now. If they've got enough to. A yellow flag is out? What?
Yeah, a yellow flag.
Freddie D going around. Oh no, that's going to be the race right there, probably. Well, if them guys can make it back around, let's go see what happened to Freddie. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh man, it would have been so cool to see how that was going to end up. Oh man.
Now it's over because it's coming with a white flag.
Well, let's see what happened to Freddie here. I don't know if it was a self-spin. Okay, he's coming off the corner here. Oh, the car just went clear out. Oh, he tried to save it. I thought he had it saved. Ariotti kind of giving him a little push here, but Ariotti goes to the inside and hooks him. Oh, he got hooked by Ariotti. Oh my gosh. Flipping end over end. Oh my gosh, poor Freddie D. Oh, well, that's going to be his night. But Ben Nelson, providing he can make it around his final lap with gas, he's going to come home with the win. He's got to make it this final lap, guys. It's going to be Ben Nelson, Jake Nichols, and Zoltan Hertzeg. And he was still clutching it there going into the corner. I think he kind of got in the habit. Wow. Oh, I would love to see how this was going to end.
Yeah.
It would have been so interesting. Now they got enough fuel to make it, so. Oh, man, what a bummer of a finish. Oh, no. All right, well, he can make it from here because he can coast across the line from here. So congratulations to Ben Nelson and making it on fuel mileage. Him and Jake and Zoltan and Nate Trito. All 4 of them made it on fuel mileage. Good Lord. Who would have thunk it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, and I mean that's really exciting for Benjamin, but Jake, I think he was just hoping for those last 2 laps, and the same for Ben. I mean, I'm sure you love to race it out and win under green for sure.
Right. All right, folks. Well, we'll get these guys down here. Give us a minute, and we'll talk to the top 3. All right, we caught up with our winner, Ben Nelson. Wow, Ben, fuel mileage race all the way to the bitter end. You had a guy right on the back of you there that was doing the same exact thing you were doing. Were you concerned about that if it stayed green? I know you said you were awful close on fuel. Were you concerned about running out on the last lap?
Yeah, for sure I was concerned about that. I think, judging by the estimated laps, I would have ran out right at the line or right before the line. So if Jake had enough to get to me, it would have been like a photo finish, pretty much.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. It was coming down to a nail biter right there at the end. Well, tell us about your race and the fuel strategy, not only the fuel strategy, but pit strategy. You had a great pit stop on that last pit stop.
Yeah, I didn't really have a strategy per se, but I was just gonna pit when I needed tires. I could not believe that pit stop. Like, what? I didn't even have that great of a stop. It was just, I don't know what happened. I gained 3 spots at pit road. I was like, okay, I'll take this.
Yeah, well, that's a norm for you. I mean, we're used to seeing you come out of pit road, with some great pit stops, but yeah, it really wasn't any faster than Zoltan's or anybody else. I mean, that was the thing that got me. What the heck happened to Jake? What happened to Jake? Nicholas?
Oh, what? I don't know. I'm just looking at the standings here. Where did? Oh, what?
We finished clear back in 14th. That ain't right.
What happened?
That's not right.
No. Well, I didn't see what happened at the coming to the checkered there, but
okay,
that's interesting.
All right. Well, we're going to cover him as finishing second anyhow because I don't understand that. Jake, did you figure that one out? We'll let you figure that one out.
Well, Nate and I and a couple others got passing the pace car penalties when we got into pit road there. So they said they'd clear it up though.
Oh.
Because it's something we can't fight really. We're supposed to drive back to our pit box, so
yeah, okay.
It just happened at the wrong time for us, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, we got you in here anyhow. Well, Ben, congratulations on your win, man. This has got to be sitting pretty good with you right now. 50 points behind. I know you don't really have to worry about it so much. You're pretty much locked into the chase anyhow, but trying to gain some of them points up on Jake Nichols and David Shutt. This should help you a little bit here. I think you finished, fourth in the stage or something?
Yeah, I think I got 4th place. I really wish the race went green, though. That would have been so cool to finish like that.
Yeah, it would have. It would have been amazing. That's what we were hoping for, man. And sorry about that. Well, yeah, that's what we were hoping for, man. We wanted it to stay green so bad. It was just unbelievable. But, man, congratulations on your win, Ben. And I can't remember where you guys go next week, but I'm sure you're probably all set up for that. But who you got to thank for tonight's win?
I'd like to thank MS and Me Media for MS awareness. And I think they changed their hashtag, so I believe it's hashtag Auto Racing MS now. So you can use that hashtag on Twitter to support them and MS awareness, as well as the Shotgun Marie Tooth Association. Really happy that they've both jumped on board, and hopefully they'll continue the partnership. But yeah, also my team, Pinnacle Racing Group. So we're putting a lot of effort into the Pro Series. I'm happy with the results so far. I'm really I'm very grateful that I'm in a position that I am right now. I'm very lucky, and also all the competitors out here. It was a great race. I really wish that went green, but for the most part, that was an exceptional race.
Oh, you'll take the win though, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I'll take it, but
Yep.
it just would have been more exciting.
I know it would have been. All right. Well, congrats again, Ben, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff, you got second?
Yep, Jake Nichols, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Jake, after the iRacing glitch there, or whatever happened, you still got second place. So tell us how it was and how the racing was out there tonight, man. What did you need to catch up to Ben Nelson?
I needed one more lap of green flag. I think we had about 2 to 3 tenths of more fuel than him, so it would have been close on if he would have ran out or not. It probably, if it did, it would have happened out of turn 4, and I think we could have made it past the line definitely. But it sucks that we couldn't get that race finished under green. Had to have a yellow there, but it's part of racing, and we're banking on everything to go right, and sometimes it doesn't happen. But either way, it was a good race. I had to really pressure him while also backing up my corners really heavily to save enough fuel. If none of us saved up there, there's no way any of us were gonna make it. We had to back up the corners and clutch it, and even turn off the car a lot for the last probably 25 laps there to make it. But either way, it was a good race there for our SimSpeedShop.com car, a Chevrolet. Dale Earnhardt paint scheme, it ran really good. It got intimidated some people. Might come back next week at the Roval. I think we can win there for sure. It's going to be a fun one next week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Charlotte Roval next week.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
tell us this question, Jake. You guys, when you saw the schedule at the beginning of the season, it said Mount Panorama. Everybody knows that road course and that racetrack for Australia's V8 supercars. What did you think when you saw that race on the schedule and taking into context now with it being changed? Did you prepare for this race and you're not prepared as much for the Roval, or what can you take steps in that to get prepared for the Roval since it did change?
Well, I've had more experience overall at Mount Panorama Circuit, Bathurst. I've definitely had more experience there. I've raced there and other cars. Like we had a truck race there a couple seasons ago, and it's honestly one of my favorite tracks. But lately, I've been doing some NR 2003, and I got the Roval on there. I wanted to put some laps down, get some. I loved that track. I loved watching it, and I liked the aspect of it. I really liked it, and on there it was really good. We were really fast, so I think we can transfer that to iRacing. And of course, I'm upset that we're not running Bathurst. It's a really good track, but the Roval's just as good in my opinion. So it should be a really good one. It's going to be an unknown. The track's only going to be out for a week, so there's only so much time you can put into it if you do practice. I know I'm going to be brawling with some teammates and friends for the next week. Really just having fun with the new day-to-night transition and the Charlotte Roval. So either way, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be an interesting race, that's for sure, next week. Just a lot of unknowns going into that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, with you saying, you got, the Roval on NR 2003, kind of tell us something about this. That's the predecessor to iRacing. That was what iRacing used to be. So, but it was an older game. So tell us this and what you think you could do to learn more, because that actually has older physics, older graphics. So what can you bring from that in retrospective over to iRacing to learn if it has tracks, that iRacing doesn't have, but they will have soon?
Yeah, it's definitely just trying to get your marks correct and see where you need to be braking. Braking points are always going to be different from NR to iRacing, but it's still generally close. You're not going to be pushing that hard through a certain section. You're going to be turning in at a certain part. It really just helps you with the basics, and then you just transfer that to the iRacing physics. It's a different animal, that's for sure. But putting yourself around AI on there, it's going to be fun when we have AI on iRacing, but for now, till we have that, getting the practice in on NR is definitely fun and good, especially for a track like the Roval where we don't have it yet. So it's definitely been a different experience, and it's always going to be different, but it still can help you out a lot.
Exactly. Well, I guess you could kind of say on the kind of lines, real life racers use iRacing as a tool to help them with racing. But I guess you could say there are some sim racers out there that use other games / sims to help them with iRacing. So it's,
Yeah.
Well, Jake, congratulations on your second place finish tonight. Do you have anybody that you like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate?
Yeah, the Sim Speed Shop for sponsoring the car and sponsoring the series here at SRA. I wish we could have got the dub in the Dale Earnhardt paint scheme, but I don't think this will be the last time we run that car. It was a rocket ship all night, definitely up front all race. But everyone, all the other DEI cars out there, all my buddies and teammates, they all ran good. Might not have got the finishes some of them wanted, but it's racing. Not everything's going to go your way. But thanks to everyone at Sim Racing Authority and you guys at MaxSpeedTV. You guys always do an amazing job. So thanks for broadcasting this series. And thanks to everyone that tunes in each and every week. We couldn't have broadcasts if we didn't have the fans. So thanks to them.
Awesome, Jake. Well, one more thing before we let you go. I did like that paint scheme you drove the night. I actually, to be honest, did think it was Dale Earnhardt's scheme, and I went to look at it, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. That doesn't say GM. That says But that was cool. All right. Well, once again, Jake, congratulations, and good luck next week.
Thank you. See you then.
All right. Rudy?
All right, we caught up with third place, Zoltan Herzeg. Zoltan, congratulations on grabbing third, man. Saving fuel at the end there, and Nate Trito giving you a tough time.
Yeah, thanks, man. I was hoping I had enough at the end. I was very curious if Jake and Ben were going to run out of fuel if we stayed green. I know I was really close. And then I was just talking to Nate. Nate was real close himself too, but he had a little bit more than me, so I probably would have been sputtering off at 3, and then he would have charged right by me.
Oh boy!
But we also seen Bobby Zielinski. He was coming up. He decided to pit, and then he just started showing it up in our relatives, and he was coming like a freight train.
Oh yeah!
So it was good to be interesting.
Yeah, he stopped and took 4 tires and fuel, so he had absolutely everything on you guys. Fuel and tires. So, yeah. But great job out there, Zoltan. Man, I'll tell you what, as hard as it was to get to the positions you were at, and then to save fuel like that, I mean, I know it probably helped you out in saving your tires, but because you were backing off so much in the corner. But it was just so difficult for anybody to pass anybody out there tonight.
Yeah, it was tough. If I didn't get held up on that last run, I got stuck behind whatever purple car was, and he just kept on blocking me, and I don't know. So I got stuck behind him, and I lost a lot of time. I was hoping if I could have got by him quick, I probably could have been decently close to Nichols and Nelson, but we'll never know now.
Right. All right, well, now you guys go to Charlotte Roval next week. Are you going to run there?
I'm gonna try to. I'm actually looking forward to it. I know I ran laps at the old one, and I think it's pretty close without the chicanes, though. Mm-hmm. But it should be fun. It should be interesting. See how that works out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I can't wait. Until tomorrow when the bill comes out. I'm sure there'll be some stuff broken, and they'll have a whole week to fix it until you guys attack it next Monday night. But man, great race out there tonight, Zoltan. Who you got to thank for finishing third?
I got to thank you guys for broadcasting it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And thanks, everybody, for putting on this league. It's a great league to be in.
Yes, sir. All right, go celebrate that third place. We'll see you next week at Charlotte Roval.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, let's run down through the final results here, guys. Get it pulled up here, sorry. All right, well, these are going to be off a little bit, so we're just going to call them like it is, but it's actually off by 1. Jake Nichols did finish second, but this says Ben Nelson is our winner, Zoltan Herzeg second, Chuck Sweeting third, Bobby Zielinski fourth, Garrison Hogan fifth, and again, like I said, they're all off by 1 because Jake Nichols finished second. He got some fluke yellow black flag at the end there, which they're going to clear for the points. So, but Bobby Cheney in 6th, Femi Olat 7th, Sean Williams 8th, Bryce Senesac 9th, and Robert Burris 10th. Yeah.
Yep, in 11th, we have Dwayne Culberson. Tyler Sifford will finish 12th. Nicholas Caressel in 13th. And Jake Nichols scored him in 14th position after that little incident. So after 14th, these positions should be correct. Nate Trado will finish 15th. Delonta Ballard finished 16th. David Shutt, well, take that back. I don't know.
No,
I think
Nate Trito finished 4th. So
so 14th, 15th, 16th and 17th positions are all the ones that got dropped to the bottom.
Yeah.
So, but it shows that they finished in those positions. So it shows Delonta Ballard and David Shutt finished in 16th and 17th, but they technically finished 5th and 6th, I believe. Aaron Cummings finished 18th. Brad Bothwell in 19th. Ariati will finish in 20th. James Coolbody will finish 21st. Freddie D will finish in 22nd. Cameron Ledford will finish 23rd. Brett Pincari in 24th. Tyler Ducharme will finish 25th. And Josh Robin rounds out the field, finishing in 26th.
All right. Well, sorry about it all being jumbled up there, folks. Kind of out of our control, but we tried to do the best we could to run down. But John, I hope you enjoyed yourself here tonight and appreciate. I mean, I think you put a lot of input into the race. And what did you think of the racing here at SRA?
Yeah, this was some of the like I had touched on earlier, and I just said, something that I would have never thought of between Ben and Zoltan. Ben and Jake, saving your fuel and really, like he said, he would have come out he had 0.2 gallons at the last caution of the race. So to be that close and to plan it that far ahead and make sure that you're going to finish the race in first place like he thought he was going to, I mean, that's something for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely something, man. I'll tell you. Well, thank you all for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, Jeff, for helping out tonight. Appreciate that. And we will catch you next time here on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.